Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel or my podcast. I've got both, but I want to talk today about something really intriguing. And I know you're going to understand how your thoughts and your moods and your emotional patterns can either help you heal or worsen your symptoms. We're going to take a deep dive into a different way of looking into your healing journey. If you're living with MS, you know how easy it is to treat your body like a battleground. We look at our MRI scans, we look at our lesions, and we panic, we get depressed, we worry, we're fearful of what the future will hold, and we know that the immune system is attacking our myelin sheath. And we wonder, how can we fix this? And sometimes we feel like our body is the enemy and it's revolting against us. But I want to let you know that you are not broken. Your body is not a broken machine. You can heal, and you can heal holistically. I've done it. I've helped other people do it. And you can also join my community if you want to heal sooner than later. And I'll put that information in the show notes. But your body is not the enemy. What if your body is actually an incredibly sensitive listener? What if every thought you think, for every word you speak is going to a command center in your body, and your body is reacting to your thoughts and your feelings and your state of mind? What if your cells were reacting to this? So today we're going to explore the profound concept of how your body is listening to you. I'm going to talk about some mind-bending experiments. And these are famous water studies from Dr. Emoto and lesser-known experiments involving human blood cells. And by the end of this message, my goal is to show you how to cultivate a space of calm, peace, and even joy. In this way, your body can do exactly what it's designed to do, and that's to heal naturally. So let's start with a foundational idea. Humans are made of mostly water. In fact, depending on your age, it's usually 60% of water that resides in our bodies. Your brain and your heart are closer to 73% of water. So knowing this, we want to understand how our thoughts can affect our physical bodies. So it makes sense to first look at how thoughts can affect water. So back in the 1990s, a Japanese researcher looked at the effects of water. His name was Dr. Emoto, and he conducted a fascinating study. He wanted to know whether thoughts or feelings, or even talking to water with words, would change the structure of water at all. So he devised a simple experiment. He took samples of water from various sources, exposed them to different thoughts, words, and even music, and then rapidly froze them so he could look at it under a microscope. The results were stunning. When the water was exposed to positive words like thank you, I love you, or words of appreciation, or even beautiful classical music, the ice frozen from those samples formed an exquisite, symmetrical, beautiful pattern. They looked like magnificent snowflakes that were vibrant and full of order. But then when the water was exposed to negative emotions or intentions of hatred or loud, chaotic, or heavy metal music, the water didn't form crystals at all. Under a microscope, they looked like distorted images. They looked fractured and asymmetrical. There was no harmony or geometry. They looked collapsed. Now, mainstream science has debated over Dr. Emoto's studies, calling it a metaphorical or poetic study because it's hard to control it in a traditional laboratory. That's what they said. But this message resonates to me and a lot of other people on a deeply intuitive level. So, if states of love and gratitude and peace can organize water into a state of beautiful harmony, and thoughts of anger or negative emotions or words can fracture it, what are we doing with 60% of our bodies made of water? When we live in constant stress and we have negative feelings of fear, anxiety, anger, etc., how do you think your body is going to react? Your body is absorbing all of that information. And this just isn't the words that you're saying or listening to, it's your thoughts as well. So let's take this step closer to home. Water is one thing, but what about our cells and our blood? There are researchers in fields of parapsychology and alternative medicine, such as scientists associated with the Institute of Noetic Sciences. These scientists asked the exact same questions. They wanted to know, how can human intention alter the actual integrity of human blood cells? So they also set up an experiment. So the study is called dark microscopy. So if you've ever seen it, dark microscopy allows a practitioner to look under a microscope and look at live blood cells. So they can actually see the cells move in live and in real time. So in one double-blind study, they took participants and they drew blood to set a baseline. Then they exposed sealed vials of that blood to directed human intentions. Then the practitioners had focused their thoughts into two different emotional states and directed them towards the vials of blood. And these states, on one hand, were extreme anxiety. And then on the other hand, the thoughts were deep, profound tranquility. So, what the independent analysis showed under the microscope was astonishing. So, when the blood cells were under the pressure of the anxiety field, they witnessed a physical shift. The red blood cells started to deform, they clumped together, and they lost their structural integrity. They looked stressed. But then, when they looked at the cells that were bathed in tranquility and peace, they looked circular and orderly and stable. They flowed exactly the way healthy blood is supposed to look. There were earlier experiments that were also done, and these were called hemolysis. And this is the process of red blood cells bursting when put into a harsh solution. So researchers showed that when individuals use visualization and focused intent to mentally protect the test tubes of blood, those tubes showed fewer bursting cells than the others. So let's talk about the implications of all this with multiple sclerosis. MS, as you know, is an autoimmune condition where the nervous system is under stress. This is when the immune cells are hyperreactive. If human anxiety causes human blood to clump and deform, and human tranquility can cause the blood cells to function normally as a healthy blood cell, then isn't finding peace, love, and joy more than just a necessity? This is physiological. So how can we reverse MS? Part of it is our thoughts and being around environments of positivity and love and joy. Healing MS is absolutely possible, but you are in control. Your body cannot heal if it's in that fight or fight mode. As you just heard, your blood cells cannot adapt and heal properly if they're hearing and experiencing negative thoughts and emotions. I want to challenge you to try two different things this week. Number one, talk to your body with words of love and healing every day. In fact, I'd love for you to do it once in the morning and once in the evening before you go to bed. I know it might sound silly at first, but I want you to lie down, put your hands over your heart, and give your body some healing words. I want you to say things like, I love you. Thank you for protecting me. You can also say things like, we are safe now and we are allowed to heal. Give your nervous system permission to stand down from the fight. Okay, so if talking to your body seems a little odd to you, try your thoughts and feelings. Talk to your body through your mind. All you have to do is close your eyes and think thoughts of love, calm, or joy. Your body is listening to you. Or you can remember a time where you were feeling joy or peace. Maybe it was a family trip. Maybe you were alone. Maybe you were in nature, or maybe you were feeling perfectly safe. Let these feelings run through your veins. So whether you're using spoken words of love, peace, etc., or simply resting in the pure vibration of peace, love, or joy, know that you're being heard. You're changing the environment of your own internal water. You're soothing the environment of the cells in your body, and you're asking them and giving them permission to heal. Reversing MS is a different journey for everybody. And yes, nutrition matters. Yes, body movement matters. Yes, going outside matters. Yes, self-care matters. But the environment of your mind regulates all of it. So your body and your cells are not broken. They're just responding to the environment that you're giving it. Let's change that environment today. Let's focus on the positive thoughts. Thanks so much for listening to me today. And if this resonates with you, please share it with somebody that you love that needs to hear it. Whether they have MS or another chronic condition, it doesn't matter. Until next time, keep believing that you can heal and work on your thoughts. You will hear from me or see me in the near future.